I would like to know, what are you thinking? Why would you want to meet
Yeah.
ghosts? I mean, why risk your life? Now, we are connected with Rizky Pradana, the public relation of Komunitas Fotografi Hantu Indonesia, to talk more about the community, especially since today is the week of Halloween. How perfect is that? Hi,
Yay. Hi.
Hey, Rizky.
Hi.
Rizky. Oh my God,
Hello.
I am so speechless looking at the news package
Oh,
about your
where are you
community.
now? Where are you now, Rizky? You are not in the
I
kind of place that haunted place, right?
no, I'm in Bekasi.
Yeah.
Actually, we were exhibiting our photo
Yep.
Uh-huh.
in Little Talk Up, yeah, in some cafe in Bekasi. So we are now doing the exhibition of our suspect photo.
Suspect photo.
Whoa.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now, okay.
Yes.
Before we go any further, please explain to us about your community. What is it about? What do you guys do?
Yeah.
And especially during this week, we're about to celebrate Halloween. Do you have any special event for the community?
Yeah, actually, this is Komunitas Fotografi Hantu Indonesia, formed by some people who were really interested in photography beyond human. So we think that we had enough with landscape, with human interest. So we're going through to to the new level of photography. So that's why we go for hunting.
Right.
And during this week we have paranormal photo exhibitions in Bekasi. So we're exhibiting our photo suspect. Like we have like more than 20 pictures, 120 photo that we're exhibiting in the public space.
Right. So, Rizky, you've mentioned to us about you are a photography goers, let's say for that, but you guys are doing a photography for beyond human. It could be an empty space, but also maybe the creature that doesn't exist in our face directly, for example. So, actually, what's the story behind Komunitas Fotografi Hantu Indonesia? Why don't you just being like an average photographer, or why do you choose? Why do you guys choose this way for being a different as a ghost photographer?
Yeah, as you know, Indonesia is full of story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have lots. We some people sometimes make gimmick and to just to show people this is ghost. So, but our community is quite different because we are not using any mystical gimmick. We don't do rituals. We're just using full of technology to capture ghosts.
Okay.
Do you have any?
Not the capture that not
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any photos
Yes.
near you? Because I've never seen a picture of ghost before. What does it look like?
actually it's on the display, so I cannot take it with me.
Okay.
But I already sent some pictures to yeah, and actually we never said it's 100% ghost.
Okay.
That's why we call it suspect.
Suspect.
Ah, okay. But,
Yeah.
uh,
So we never sure that it's 100% ghost.
okay. And Rizky, I'm wondering what actually the activities of the Komunitas Fotografi Hantu Indonesia besides what we already mentioned before?
Yeah, we have photo discussions after we go hunting. After the hunting, then we gather and collect all the photos, and we talk about what probably apparitions come in the photo.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have a good discussions. We talk. Oh, this is not a ghost. We just do. You just have pareidolia. Oh, it's just it's not a go. So there is debate before we publish pictures. There are lots of debate before finally we publish the photos.
Right. Okay, Rizky, right now we are seeing the photos that you mentioned before. And you know what? I got goosebumps just by seeing it. I
Yeah.
cannot imagine being you guys who actually went to the haunted place or that scary place. I don't know. But perhaps those watching at home, perhaps they are interested in doing the same as you. Perhaps they want to join the community. Can they do so? And if yes, what are the procedures?
Yes, everybody can join the community. It doesn't have to be like you are paranormal, you have some special skills. Nowadays, our technology is really, really advanced. Yeah, we have smartphones with camera, with good cameras. We can use it for hunting. So technically, everyone can join us. And the procedure, you just DM us in our Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
it's
simple.
At,
What is
yeah,
your
very simple.
what is your Instagram account?
At official.fhi.
FHI.
FHI.
At official.
Photographer Hantu Indonesia or Indonesian Ghost Hunter Photographer. So, Rizky, you've mentioned as well to us before that. Let's talk more technical. You've mentioned we can use the smartphone with a high maybe specification, or maybe you use a specific camera photo that you usually use. So can you share us technically what kind of tools that you usually use? And then after you go to some haunted place, you took a picture, and then you mentioned you do this discussion, and how's it's ended? I mean, we saw on some picture there are some like sketch of the suspect you've mentioned. It become like a pocong
Yeah.
or any other what goes in Indonesia. So can you tell us more technical?
Yeah, actually no. Yeah, actually there's no special devices. Yeah, we just use an ordinary like DSLR camera, and then we use some ordinary phones. We don't. Yeah, actually, uh, entry entry level smartphone can be used for doing the ghost hunting because the camera is now good enough for taking any kind of pictures. So so apparently we never have any rituals. We don't have any special tools to the ghost hunt. We just use our daily tools. That's practically everyone can join us.
All right. I mean, I can say that you are an expert in photography. Is there any, let's say, scientific explanation on
Oh yeah.
why the camera can capture that suspect, ghost or anything, we don't know, but our eyes cannot? Why is that?
Yes. Yes. Sometimes the shutter speed we call it shutter speed. The shutter speed of the camera can capture fast, really fast movement of a entity or something. But basically, it's about uh, we capture pictures and fast, yeah, in fast speed. It's really fast speed with shutter speed. You just do some settings on the camera. Like we can use some bulb setting. We can slow down our shutter speed. We can use fast shutter speed. It depends on the situation in the area.
Okay.
Okay. And can you tell us one or two interesting story about your community?
Okay. Yeah. Well, we were hunting in some place in Depok.
All right, Depok.
Yeah. It was a house with a pavilion, but it's quite big pavilion because there's a factory near the house.
Right.
So it's not it's really unusual because usually we have the good, good, good vibe during the hunting, but at that place it's really really creepy. It makes us all run away.
Why, do you experience something unusual there?
Yeah, actually, we have some we experience some phenomena. Yeah, not only sighting but also sound and some physical interaction.
Right.
Wow,
Ah,
really?
physical interaction.
Yeah,
So at that time, did you take the photo, or because you were so scared at that time and you were with him and you forgot to take a picture? And what happened? What did happen at the time?
yeah. At that time, I'm recording a video, right? So
Right.
not taking photo.
Uh-huh.
So it's quite yeah. It scared us, it scared me because I was doing it alone without my friend. My friend was out waiting outside, so it is
Well, you're so brave,
yeah,
you doing it alone.
yeah. But finally, I ran away because the interaction because it's already physical.
Right.
Ah,
Wow,
so
that
I
you
got
feel it like,
scratches.
oh, you got scratches. Oh,
Right.
that's pretty scary, actually.
Yeah.
And that leads me to my next question, which is how do you ensure the safety of your community members? I mean, you cannot prevent those things from happening, right? Like you've mentioned before, you're all photographers, not experts in that field, right? In that other world. And now, what would you do if something like this happened, for example, to one of your members? Do you have anything to prevent that, or perhaps you have a medium medium that could help you when things like this happen? Tell us about it.
Actually, we have none of like that. We just pray to the God
Wow, cool.
so brave.
because most of us actually basically we're not the one who really believe in like that kind of interaction. So this is what we're trying to find because we are so the Indonesians so exaggerating with this kind of stuff. So we kind of go for a hunt to prove the proof is if the place is haunted or not.
Okay.
So we want to make it clear. So if it's haunted, so let's clean up. If it's not haunted, you can use it and you can use it again. Don't let this building abandoned. Don't let this house abandoned. So that's part of our missions.
But how
Not
do you clean it
only
up?
taking pictures.
How do you clean it up when you
You,
found something? By praying?
it's not our job. It's not our job. Well, we can let the owner of
I
the
see.
property. It is not haunted. You can just use it.
Right.
So I'm curious, how many haunted places that you guys already went there? And then how can you actually pick the places? Because in Indonesia, we know there are a lot of
Abandoned.
places, yeah, abandoned places like that. So how can you pick this one that will be my next place to go?
We start with the urban legends, right? We start
Right.
with urban legends because and urban legend and a viral stuff.
Okay.
If some places are viral, then we should go there. And then after that, beside of that, we just hunt, look look for abandoned places. We're not only doing the ghost hunting, we're doing for abandoned location hunting.
I see.
So we go through
Wow.
yeah. um,
Okay, Rizky, maybe this is one last question for us. I mean, this is a Halloween week, and of course, and we believe that you and your community wants to make this community maybe with a kind of adrenaline rush a bit, fun at the same time, but of course, safety at the same time as well. So what is your, let's say, your message for the community or the people who likes to do this?
Make sure first thing you need to be aware of the physical threat. So you have to make sure that the building is safety first. Yeah, no other people, no bad guy inside the building. And if it's all safe, you can just go hunt.
That's it?
That's all I think.
Right.
And don't forget to ask permission from the owner property.
Okay.
That's important.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, thank you so much, Rizky Pradana, Public Relations of Komunitas Fotografi Hantu Indonesia, for the very interesting discussion. We'll learn a lot. Please stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye.
Bye,
you.
Rizky.
Bye. You know what I love is attitude.